Good morning, everyone. This is Gail Dudley with your news in motion. Today is Monday, December the 14th. Y'all know in 2 weeks we'll be into a new year. How's everybody doing this morning? Who is out there with me this morning? Good morning, Kim Kills. Good morning, sister. Good morning. Good morning to you. Who else is out here this morning? Good morning, Brenda Randleman. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning. Good morning, people. What's up? Tell me, how was your weekend? Good morning, Kenya. Good morning, Latrice Jones. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all, I just love y'all. I just really, truly love y'all. Let me just get that out the way. I love y'all. Good morning, Mary Jenkins. Good morning, girl. Good morning to everybody. Good morning. What's up, people? Anybody sing Christmas carols yesterday? Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning, Yvonne. Good morning. I sang them, but I was like the only one on my porch singing, but I was having fun anyway. Good morning, Antoinette. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, people. Good morning, Jacqueline. Good morning. Good morning, Karen. Good morning. I love that. Good morning, fam. We are literally a family. We are. Good morning. Good morning, Pastor Alex. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, Yvonne, you said the hair looks good. Well, let's talk about the hair. Let's start off there. I finally blew the hair out, right? Remember, I was wearing it natural. I finally blew it out yesterday. I said, this is too much hair. I am 55. I don't need all this hair. The weekend got away from me. Didn't do anything I had planned. Oh, well, Latrice, self-care. Do what you plan. We're going to have to work on that with you, girl. So, yeah, y'all, this is coming off today. I'm going to have to bite the bullet. Good morning, Deborah Sneed. Good morning, Keisha Kern. Good morning, girl. Good morning, Leanne. Good morning, y'all. Well, thank you that's saying it's pretty. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. But no, this is coming off today. It's too long. Listen, it is too long. So I blew it out with the round brush, right? I know I told y'all how I do it. Remember, I've been wearing it curly for almost straight 60 days. I've been wearing it natural. So I blew it out. I was like, oh, heck to the no. I'm 55 years old. I don't need all this hair. So good thing when you have a relationship with the person who does your hair, and I was like, hey, I need to know your protocols. Y'all know I'm a coronavirus, like I need to know everything. And she said, it could just be me and you. Okay. She said, so as soon as you're done with your news, just drive on over and you'll be the first one. Spray it down. So y'all, tomorrow, y'all not going to see this. I was like, this has got to go. It's got to go. So I'm getting rid of it. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Time for us to cut this off. So I'm getting rid of it. No, Mary, no. I'm not keeping it. You said folks spending money to have long hair. Well, they want to buy this. They can cut it right off where they want it and put it where they want it. But no, this is coming off. This is coming off today. Also, if y'all hear a chirping, on Friday, now we changed all the batteries, we believe, to the fire things in October. Well, we keep hearing one like chirp. Yvonne's like, no, oh no, girl, it's gone. And so we're like, where is that coming from? So there was some renovation. So we're wondering if one of, Keisha, I'm telling you, this is coming off. Good morning, Diane Ladybug. This is coming off. And so if y'all hear the chirping, we really think through the renovations that there's a fire thing in a wall. So we're like, we're going to have to call somebody to come see, is this in the wall? If so, we got to fix the battery and pull it outside the wall. Like, who would do that? Good morning, Susan Bass. Y'all, me and Susan Bass go way back. We were Little League cheerleaders together. But anyway, to all of you, this is coming off. I'm cutting it off. When it's been natural for 60 days, so it's been curly. When I took that round brush to this hair on yesterday, I said, oh no, we're not doing this. So it's coming up. I don't know how short, but it's coming up. We're going to take some inches off. We're going to take some inches off. All right, y'all. So here's the news. Today is the day. Today is the day. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Y'all, ABC is reporting that the 538 members of the Electoral College are set to cast votes for president and vice president-elect today, making this official. Good morning, John Gore. Good morning, John Swan. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning. So yeah, y'all. So today is the day, and I need them to hurry up. I don't need no funny business. Just go ahead and seal this deal, and let's move on. This has become too much for people. People are exhausted with this election. And we have to figure out something moving forward that this never happens again. We have to. I'm still seeing y'all's comments. No, I'm cutting it off today. All right, y'all. Y'all know the Supreme Court rejected Buttercup. Again, he's lost. He rejected the 126 GOP lawmakers. He said, nope, we're done with that. So he got rejected again. Then, of course, he goes on this Twitter fit and he's like, just throwing all of the justices under the bus. They don't care. They're in a lifetime appointment. Will they or won't they be seated? Speaking of the 126 lawmakers, Speaker Pelosi, the question is, will she listen to the call of her lawmakers to refuse to seat them in the upcoming Congress? And she can't do that. They can't do that. So who knows? They say they playing around without reading the rules and they may get unseated. All right, y'all, hate crime. Y'all, come on. Now, we hear all about the Black Lives Matter protests that were peaceful. But then the protests on this past weekend, on Saturday, the day after the U.S. Supreme Court denied the request, they actually started fighting each other. It's like, y'all don't even know whose side you on. You fighting each other. What is going on right now? So, y'all, there was many arrests. There were people who were stabbed. There was people who were beat up. They took down a Black Lives Matter sign from a church and burned it at night. Y'all, that's terrorism. That's hate crime. That's threatening. And speaking of that, there's a closure today that the Michigan government is shutting down today because of the number of threats. Because they didn't overturn their election results. I'm back to what I said on Friday, you all. As Black and brown people, and I know there's people who watch this. People watch the videos on YouTube when I upload them at 9 o'clock. People watch it live here. People view it here later when they wake up because they're in different time zones. I know we have all types of people, race, sex, age, ethnicities, nationalities, demographics, everything. But y'all, listen, please hear me when I say this. The votes they wanted to overturn were the votes of Black and brown people. Those were the areas they target. And we can't sit back and just be quiet on this, y'all. We cannot be quiet on this. We need to raise our voices. Yes, the justices threw it out, the federal, the state judge, they were like constantly saying no. I believe they received no 57 times, 56 or 57 times. They received denied, no, it's not happening. God got to destroying themselves. Won't he do it? Yeah, he will. That's just like, what was it? The battle is not yours, it's the Lord's, Pastor Alex. That's that. You just go on down. Just march on down. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Don't be discouraged. Yeah, they're going to start fighting themselves. That's what happened on Saturday. But y'all, seriously. And y'all know, and yeah, I was straight up petty on my Facebook wall on Saturday because Twitter was lighting him up on Saturday. And I just wanted to be a part of it because I'm just that petty too. Because I'm like, go away. He reminds me of that kid in elementary school that keeps giving you material because he doesn't even know what he's doing. I think he's about ready to lose it. Now, I think he actually has already have lost it, but I think he's about ready to really lose it. So we need to be mindful. I was thinking about the older children this morning. And I was thinking about, I'm talking about the Trump children, and I was thinking about their mother. And I know they're grown, but I just wonder if she's saying, y'all fall back, be quiet, don't get involved, because this is going to turn out a different way. I just wonder if she's talking to her children at all. And because although they're grown, and I have two grown children, but there's times we still have conversations that I'm like, let's process this a moment. Let's think about this a moment. I'm not telling them what to do, but it's like, let's go through this process. I just wonder if she's being that mom to say, let's think about this for a moment. Is this good? Is this best? Do you feel good about it? Because again, when I see what's happening, so listen, Georgia, now your deadline to register to vote, if you have not already voted, passed. It passed on December the 7th. That was the last day. But you cannot forget January the 5th. The fact that they are already closing voting locations tells you something. And they're closing those locations in the minority communities. So y'all, so plan your vote. Now, we talked about it for months going up to November the 3rd. I'm talking about it again. Plan your vote. If you have to get in line, get in line. Take a sandwich. Have your seating. Have your battery of your phone charged up. Have your portable battery charged up. Take a snack with you. Have your protein drink. Make sure you eat. You're going to be in lines for a long time. Don't let that discourage you, because these two seats, they are extremely important. They are extremely, extremely important. Y'all, seriously. You may say, well, I don't live in Georgia. Those two seats are going to impact all of us in the United States. Trust me. Trust me. All right, so say what? Y'all know I love me some Governor Andrew Cuomo. Y'all, he's under consideration to become Biden's Attorney General. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I also heard that and I saw three sources of this, so I believe it's true. So I'll share it here, and if it's not true, I'll come back and apologize later. But supposedly, Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms turned down a cabinet position because she was like, I'm honored, everything. And this is her aide who was sharing this information. They didn't say which position, but she said, I just want to focus on Atlanta right now. So kudos to her. I'm glad she knows where she wants to be and what she wants to do. Now, I don't know if I would have turned that down, but kudos to her, y'all. And again, Twitter was blazing. Y'all, Beth Moore tweeted. Y'all know Beth Moore, right? Y'all know Beth Moore. Y'all know her, right? She tweeted, I do not believe these days are for mincing words. I'm 63 and a half years old, and I have never seen anything in these United States of America I find more astonishing, seductive, and dangerous to the saints of God than Trumpism. This Christian nationalism is not of God. She goes, move back from it. That's her direct quote. That is her direct quote. For her to be speaking out, y'all, we need to pray for her, because you know they coming after her. All right, y'all, now get this, people, get this. Doctor on board all cruise ship. Yep, Congress just put forth a legislation saying that doctors, like actual doctors, MDs, are now to be on board all cruise ships. Now, the year-end $741 billion defense bill that was passed by both the U.S. Senate and House of Representatives last week should it be, has an interesting provision. Y'all, this is interesting. That's right, Kim Edmonds said move back. For the first time in 10 years, Congress has passed an act that regulates the cruise industry by placing the Cruise Passenger Protection Act into bill. Okay, now that's cool and all. That's cool. Y'all gave them a whole lot of money. Whole lot of money. So you want us to go cruising, but can we go cruising if we don't have any money? You still have not determined a bill. So y'all did a stopgap measure, if you will, for 1 week so that the government would not close down. All right, so what you doing? Because you still getting ready to go home. Now, Chuck Schumer came out outside his office in Manhattan on Saturday and said, I think we need to work through Christmas and New Year's if we don't pass these bills and give people this money. He came out and said, this is crazy. And I'm going to say that too. Now, I agree with this tweet, Senator John at Haley, M.O., that's Missouri. This is a direct quote too. If the Senate of the United States can find hundreds of billions of dollars to give to big government and big business, surely it can find some relief for working families and working individuals. I agree. Good morning, Paige. I agree with that. Why are we playing with the livelihood of people? This expired in August, and y'all are still arguing about it. But you gave cruise ship this kind of money? And they also, y'all get this, so y'all be careful when y'all on these cruise ships now. Y'all make sure y'all read this bill correctly. Along with that, doctor, they're now putting cameras in all public places. It's mandatory. Now, we know that they already had cameras anyway. But I'm like, why is the government telling them that they have to have mandatory cameras in every place they deem as a public area? Yeah, that's happening. Socialism is only for big businesses. There you go, Pastor Alex. Y'all, I read news this weekend going, what is going on? So I went on a cruise every year until this year. Every year. I don't know if I'm ever going back. And I love cruise. It was our anniversary, our wedding anniversary. Every year we would go, even before, and I've been married now 29 years. So for 28 years, we were on a cruise every November into December. And then before that, I used to cruise with Second Baptist Church here in Columbus, Ohio. John Gore's on here. He'll tell you. So I've been cruising for a long time, every year. Oh, I have no taste, no desire to do that. And now if you want to do it, you go for it. But I thought, this is weird. And they gave them a whole lot of money. Yet there are people that on December 31st will be facing eviction and foreclosure. Eviction and foreclosure on top of already being food insecure. We have that before us, people. We have that before us. All right, y'all, special delivery. CNBC is reporting, Beverly said until this year, mercy, Lord. Yeah, woo, Lord, help us. Kenya was on me all weekend because she know I want to have answers. And y'all, Kenya, she knows what she's talking about. She's that scientist. She's in behind the scenes looking at all this stuff. So y'all, this weekend, FedEx and UPS began shipping 2.9 million doses of the vaccine from Pfizer plants to hospitals, clinics, and other distribution points across the country. Today, they began arriving. They've already started arriving. They even have pictures of people already starting to arrive with these vaccines. Vaccine shipment received special treatment, including in the airport. They had special access to the airport where they wasn't letting anybody come close to it or anything. Y'all, they are being shipped in what they call suitcase-sized box. Sometimes they call them thermal shippers. Contains anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 doses. These custom thermal shippers act as a mobile freezer for clinics that don't have the necessary specialty equipment. I still have the taste and desire, but COVID, hell no. John Gore. I don't even have it anymore, John. It's gone. It's gone. So y'all, I don't know. I'm not here to tell y'all what to do because people have asked. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I can't tell you to take it or not take it. I know that I have someone very close to me that had COVID. Y'all now know it's my daughter. My son took a picture of her yesterday. They were FaceTiming, and he was just excited because she was up. She was up. She was actually in the kitchen. Now, she wasn't looking 100%, but she was still looking cute. So my daughter, she's in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all know she had it. I know what those 14 to 20 days were like. And it was like, Lord, help me. Lord, heal her. Lord, deliver her. And I'm sure many of you, there's some of you who have said you've lost family members to COVID. I can't tell you what to do. Now, I took a flu shot. I took one on October the 16th. I did. Once I know this stuff is cool, I will more than likely be I don't know. I know I don't want the coronavirus. Good morning, Damia. I know I don't want the coronavirus. But this is what I had to say. As Kenya and I were going back and forth, having our own conversation, she was also sending me text messages because she has my personal phone number, sending me text messages on different articles. I think what the problem is that this has become so political that people don't know what's happening. I think if we take politics out of it, we can start looking at things differently. So y'all keep an open mind. I'm not saying taking it. I'm still waiting on Bush, Clinton, and Obama to roll up their sleeves. They were all big and bad talking about they were doing it. They haven't done it yet. Yeah, Demir, you can come on in, girl. They didn't roll up their sleeves yet. I haven't seen any video of them rolling up their sleeves. Now, they were all bad 2 weeks ago. Roll up the sleeve, people. Roll up the sleeve. All right, y'all, line up, line up, line up, line up, line up. CDC has recommended that the country's approximately 21 million healthcare workers and 3 million long-term care residents get priority. So they're going to line up. I see Mike Nicholson just came in here. Y'all, if y'all follow him on Facebook, y'all have to be laughing at least every hour. He was on a roll this weekend with, I think he called it Trump's Law. Is that what it's called? He was saying, if you owe somebody, just don't pay them. Tell them that that you really don't pay it and that you don't have to show anything. And just when they ask you, why didn't you show it? Trump law. He was calling everything Trump law. He was like saying, if you lost a game, no, I didn't lose. Y'all cheated. Y'all didn't add up the numbers right. And he was like, hashtag Trump's law. It was hilarious. It was so funny. Can that be real? Because that's really what it's like. That's really what it's like. So, all right, y'all, name change. New York Times is reporting the Cleveland baseball franchise has been known as the Indians since 1915, but the Cleveland Indians are said to be dropping their team name after years of protests from baseball fans and Native American groups. So I believe the change will take place in 2022 is what I understood. All right, y'all, we have hackers in action. New York Times is also reporting the Trump administration acknowledged on Sunday that hackers acting on behalf of foreign government, almost certainly a Russian intelligence agency, they broke into key government networks, including the Treasury and Commerce departments. There's that. That should concern us, right? All right, y'all don't want to hear it, but I got to give them to y'all. The coronavirus numbers. Remember, I go to the World Health Organization. I bypass the CDC. Confirmed cases, 16,737,267. Deaths, it happened this weekend. I told y'all it would. 306,459. Recovered, 9,724,439. So there's that. There's that. All right, y'all, standing ovation to Tyler Perry. He has donated $100,000 to the legal defense fund of Kenneth Walker, who was the boyfriend of Breonna Taylor, who was murdered in her own home. Murdered. She was murdered. I want everybody to know she was murdered. So let's say her name, Breonna Taylor. For the win, we're going to say her entire name. Her name is Dr. Jill Biden. Doctor. She earns it. Her name is Dr. Jill Biden. So y'all know, many of you probably have seen already or heard or read or whatever, there was this op-ed piece in the Wall Street Journal by Joseph Epstein. And he was trying to say, you need to just drop that and just be called Mrs. Biden or Jill Biden or First Lady Biden. But he don't have a doctorate. I'm like, oh no, buddy. She earned it. She has 2 masters. She earned that thing. And her name is Dr. Jill Biden to you and everybody else. That's what we gonna call her. Y'all, this reminds me of Handmaid's Tales. So y'all lost the election, so now you're gonna tell us how we should be called? Really? 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 We ain't doing that. He needs to sit down. Take 1,000 seats, dude. Take a seat. Take a seat. She is Dr. Jill Biden. That's straight hate. There you go. She's doctor. Talking about because she's not a medical doctor. What kind of doctor are you? Huh? Talking about you taught classes in colleges without a doctor. Whatever. That was your choice. But she doctor. She is That's right to me, a doctor. She's Dr. Jill Biden. All right, y'all. Inspirational message. And then we're out of here. This is going to sound strange, but I'm gonna share it this way anyway. Go ahead and be weak. People are tired. People are exhausted. People are trying to be strong for everybody. People are trying to be strong on their job and strong in their household and strong when they're out and about. And they're reading all these things, especially y'all know my passion with those who have been food insecure. By the way, to give y'all an update, we have now given over $1,500. And remember the person who matched the $500 back on November the 10th. Well, they matched the $1,500. So we gave $3,000 for those who are food insecure. Thank you, all of you who sold either that $29 that I was playing off of mine and my husband's anniversary, or some of you gave more. So y'all, we gave $3,000 over the past week and a half, 2 weeks, for those who are food insecure. So thank you. So when we're seeing that information, we want to cry, we want to grieve, we want to hurt, we just want to scream, we want to yell. Go ahead and be weak. It is okay, y'all. We don't have to put on a strong face all the time. We don't have to do that. Men, you too, go ahead and cry. It is okay to release whatever that burden is. It is okay to do that, y'all. It is truly okay to do that. So, of course, I had to go to the word. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verses 9 through 11. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. That is why, for Christ's sake, I delight in weaknesses, in insults, in hardships, in persecutions, in difficulties. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Then I am strong. That's right, Demia. I will not lose my mind. See, y'all, when we try to put on this mask of strength 24/7, we are not being true to ourselves for what's really going on. And I was reading some information. I'm not a doctor, and I know there's a couple of doctors on here, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But when you try to put all that on you, and when you finally get to breathe, you are opening yourself for sickness because you played this strength. You know, have you ever noticed your shoulders just tight, your neck is just tight, and you're trying to breathe to relax everything, and you really can't find that relaxation place because you are carrying it all in your neck and in your shoulders, trying to put on this face of I am strong. No, go ahead and break. Go ahead and break. I was sharing with a friend of mine yesterday evening. We're talking about my daughter. Y'all know she had COVID-19. I guess she still has it. I don't know how it works. I don't know if you ever come out of it or what happens. I know now she's extremely tired, and that's supposed to be an after effect of coronavirus. And, FaceTime is a great tool. And so, she would just FaceTime me. She wouldn't say anything. We would just be looking at each other. Then she would go to sleep, and then I would hang up. And then when she would wake up, I would go to sleep. That to a point too. Then when she would wake up, she would call me back, and it would just go back and forth like that. But I was tired. Because I was trying to be strong. All right, get up. Let's try to go walk. Okay, you got to drink some more of that water. Okay, drink your Gatorade. Okay, it's time for you to eat something. Okay, did you take your medicine? Did you do all these things? And I was trying to stay the strong one. I couldn't break. So when she finally said she had a faint smell, that she could smell just a little bit, y'all, I lost it. It was like, God, thank you. Because you don't know the temperature, the body aches, everything that's going on. You don't know. And I'm miles away from her, 9 hours away from her. I was like, I'm going to break. But here's the thing. It was okay to break because it was in my weakness that God allowed me to be made strong. So listen, people, it is okay to break. You cannot always be the strong one. You cannot always be the go-to where people can dump on you. Don't even open yourself up to receive that. Y'all, 2020 has been a B. I won't say the word, but it's been a B. As Nora said on CBS National News, we're in COVID hell. In the U.S., we are just messed up. Look at New Zealand. Come on, they have no restrictions. And Sister Girl, the Prime Minister, every time there's even 5 people with a tested positive, she shuts the whole thing down again for 7 or 14 days. And then once then she opens it back up. They don't complain. They're doing well. But here in the U.S., y'all, we're getting hit. We can't even get people to get job benefits. And no, sending them to McDonald's, sending them to these places where they're getting a little bit of money. They can't even pay for childcare. And if they make a certain amount of money, which is ridiculously low, they'll lose all their benefits anyway. We have a broken system. We have a messed up system. And yes, finally, I'm angry about it. We have a jacked up system. And it just recycles. It just recycles to and from, to and from, to and from, to and from. And people cannot catch a break. So hear me. Be weak. Be weak. Throw up your hands. Don't give up. Don't quit. But allow your time. Allow yourself to have space to feel weak, to be weak. Cry. Let people know if they say, "How you doing today?" "I'm not okay today." And y'all, for those of us who hear that, we don't need to ask them what's going on. Just say, "Okay, I'm listening. If you want to talk, I'm listening. I hear you." It's okay to say, "I'm not okay today." Y'all, we got to stop perpetrating. We got to stop faking it. We got to be real with it. So it is okay. Go ahead. It is all right to be weak. The key thing is don't stay there. Find answers. Connect with somebody, y'all. This is now a family on here today. I see you, Demia. I see you, y'all. For those of y'all who did not see Demia's comment, Demia just said, "I am not okay today." So for those of you all who are dealing with whatever it is that you're dealing with, share it with somebody. Thank you, Mike, for being vulnerable. Thank y'all for being vulnerable. Share it with somebody. But see, here again, I'm going back. I know I've said this a few times over the past 4 months. We need to stop talking when people come to us. When people are being vulnerable and trust us with their stuff, we have no right to share that with anybody else. I'll give you case in point. My husband and I, we're really close. But when people come to me, I don't tell him. And people have said to him, "Well, did Gail tell you?" And he's like, "No, she didn't. She's not going to. If you want to tell me something, you tell me something." So to the person I live with and sleep with, I don't tell him. So I'm not going to tell anybody, y'all. We need to be so strong. We need to be a trusted vessel that when somebody comes to us, we do not share it with somebody else, y'all. People are hurting. People are hurting. People are hurting. I was in the grocery store, and this isn't about me, but I just want to share with you how easy you can do this. I was in the grocery store, and I was a lane over, and I could see this person, and this woman had three kids and a kid in a, so it must have been four, a kid in a carrier. And she was telling the person, the cashier, that she was tired. And she said, "I just had my fourth, I just had my fourth, and just, really tired." And her husband is in the service. And so she was like, "I'm still waiting on this bill. So can you let's add up this and tell me what's there." And then she said, she started adding up a few more things. Like, "Let me add this up and let's see what's here." And I was able to see that. So the man behind me saw it too. And we kind of looked at each other, and I was like, "How do we do this?" And so the woman in front of me said, "Am I hearing this? There's 3 of us now." So we told that cashier, the woman in front of me told the cashier, says, "We don't care. Find a way to tell the cashier without embarrassing the person that go ahead and put it in, give her some crazy amount, and we will foot the rest of this bill." And it was like really chaotic. It was really kind of cute because a woman was like, "What's happening?" She didn't know. And the lady said, "Oh, no, I missed." She was lying to the cashier. I think I ran this 3 times. Let me take a couple of these off of here, but this goes on. And they were like pushing the food through. I think together, the 3 of us probably put in another, I don't know, $60, $70. And we did that. And it's like, you can do that in such a slow way. And I was sat there in my car after crying. I'll be honest with y'all. After crying, I sat in my car and I said, did she not tell anybody? Does she not have anybody in her life that she can say, "Hey, I got to go to the grocery store. The check hasn't come in for my husband yet. I don't have the money to do XYZ yet." It's like, could she talk to anybody? Y'all, we got to start talking. We got to start communicating, and no judgment when we learn something, and no sharing when we learn it. All right, y'all, I'm going to get off of y'all. I'm going to get off the subject. But it's okay to be weak. It is okay to be weak. If you've lost a loved one, whether it's to COVID or whatever, it is okay to be weak. It is okay to grieve. It is okay to mourn. If you have an illness, it's okay to be weak. It is okay to be weak, y'all. It is okay to be weak. If you're going through a difficult season, it is okay to be weak. If you are having issues in your marriage, it is okay to be weak. It is okay to be weak. If you're having issues with your children, it is okay to be weak. It is okay to be weak. It's okay not to have the answers. It is okay to be weak. It's okay. All right, y'all, it's December. Hopefully you're still blessing that one family. Each of us, I asked each of us to just identify a family where we'll pray for them, lavish them, give them gifts. They don't even have to know it's you. But we do this to the end of the year, so till December 31st. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So hopefully you've identified that family. Let me give y'all the schedule for the next 2 weeks. I'm here every day this week as long as God allows me to at 7:25 a.m. 7:25 a.m. Next week, we're here Monday through Wednesday. We're not going to do anything on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. And the following week will be the same thing. We'll be there Monday through Wednesday, but not New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. So we're going to have some fun too. We're going to do what we do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else before I sign off up here today. Oh, y'all, the podcast. It was supposed to launch this past Friday, but we had a glitch on Amazon Music, but everything's good to go. So we could have launched it today. I ain't like that. So we're going to launch it on Friday. I will put the links out there. It's on every link. It's on Spotify. It's on iTunes. It's on Apple Music. It is on Sirius XM. Yes. Also, I've been invited to some more podcasts leading up to the inauguration. So, y'all, we are rocking it out here. So, thank you. We received a question asking, how did this community form? People want to know the formula. I told them, I said, there's no formula. We just decided we all were ready to do something different. We were tired of the propaganda. We were tired of hearing the same old news 24 hours a day. We wanted to have some fun. There were people saying, how did y'all do a Christmas trivia? And on Facebook Live, I said, because we figured out how to do it. And really, I cannot take the credit for any of this, y'all. The millennials, they all have jobs, so I can only give you their initials. So shout out to M. Y'all, M is the one that's really moving this thing. And those of you who were on the Friendsgiving Zoom, you all met M. M is the one. She is on me day and night. D is the other one. K is the other one. H is the other one, and L is the last one. So those 5 amazing people. And then now we welcome our intern, Taylor Houston. So you'll start hearing from Taylor Houston the first of the year. So y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. Yes, Hester, the trivia was fun. And again, the 2 winners for that, the first winner was Donita. And I said, please, girl, forgive me for mispronouncing your name last Friday. And John Swan. So both of them received $50 they'll be spending on Dr. Kim Carter's website, Sanctuary Girl. So I'll get that information to you today. All right, y'all. Until tomorrow, right here at 7:25 a.m. Eastern. If you miss it here, it's uploaded on my YouTube. And it's up on my YouTube by 9 a.m. Eastern. Everybody have a great day. I am Gail Dudley with your News in Motion. Mwah! Peace out, y'all. Have a great day.